Feeling overwhelmed by your new leadership role? You're not alone. When I first became a leader, I had almost no guidance. That's why I created this series, The Wisdom of Leadership Experience. It's packed with in-the-trenches advice I wish I'd had back then. While there's no one-size-fits-all approach to leadership, I'll share strategies and tips that have worked for me over the years. My name is Ian Minderman, and I have over 20 years leadership experience. I've been a leader in multiple settings, from the military to startups. Most of my career has been spent leading teams in the corporate world, including a Fortune 50 company. I hold an MBA from the University of Illinois with specializations in leadership and data analytics. This leadership journey is yours, but you don't have to go it alone. Join me for the Wisdom of Leadership Experience. Hiring is arguably the most important responsibility for leaders. When you find the perfect fit, it's magical. Everything runs smoother, the team thrives, and you look great. But get it wrong, and it can be really painful for everyone. Here are some key strategies to help you find those superstar additions to your team. Look beyond your ego. Don't be afraid to hire someone smarter or more accomplished than you. Your job now is to lead, and the best way to do that is to surround yourself with great talent. Remember, the expectations of you as a leader are completely different than when you were an individual contributor. Embrace objectivity. We all have biases, but when hiring, strive to be as unbiased as possible. There are many forms of bias, but one of the most common traps new and even seasoned leaders can fall into is hiring people similar to themselves. Be sure that you're not being biased towards some candidates because they have a similar background or interests as you. Increase objectivity during interviews. How do you minimize bias during the interview process? A structured interview process helps ensure fairness. Focus questions on 3 key areas. Technical fit. Can they do the job? Assess the skills and experience. Motivational fit. Are they passionate about the work? Find people who are excited about your company's mission. Cultural fit. Will they mesh well with the team? Look for people who share your company's values and expectations. Use a consistent interview format. Ask the same core questions for each candidate. Take clear notes and use a scoring system to compare candidates objectively. When I'm interviewing, I take as many notes as I can, and then I use a scale from 1 to 5 to score their answers. It's a good idea to document before the interview what key things you're looking for in each answer. This helps with scoring and increases objectivity. I create a spreadsheet in which I put the candidates' names down the side and each question category across the top. After each interview, I add the total scored points for each category and then add a grand total column for each candidate. After all interviews are completed, your top candidates will likely be evident. I keep my notes and score sheets, and if I'm interviewing with a group of colleagues, I keep their scores as well. With solid documentation, you can confidently extend the offer to the strongest person for the job. And should they decline, you have your second and third candidates already identified. Using a scoring system and keeping good notes has the added benefit of providing you with a means to justify who you make an offer to, should there be any questions. Don't settle. What happens if you don't find a clear winner? The most important advice I can give you about hiring is this: if it's a maybe, it's a no. Don't settle for a mediocre fit. Recruiting can be tough, but remember, a bad hire is far more work in the long run. Building a strong team is essential for any leader's success. By focusing on objectivity, using a structured approach, and seeking the best talent, you can find the perfect people to help you achieve your goals. Now go out there and lead with confidence.